Mic check 1 2 3. Mic check 1 2 3.
Mic check 1 2.
It's year 6 of Under the Lights, and tonight we've got a huge football game on deck. Get your popcorn, grab your favorite drink, and crank it up to 11 because high school football is live right here on Under the Lights. Get ready for those holy cows, the Gary Swallow wows, and the unforgettable plays that will have us talking for years to come. It's 48 minutes of pure excitement. Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime. Live from the broadcast booth, here's the voice of Under the Lights, Jordan Taylor.
Well, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday night football. Beautiful weather on deck. Two great football teams fixing to go at it for 48 minutes, coming right into your living rooms. Gear up. It's going to be a great one. live on the call tonight. Jordan Taylor alongside me, Brendan Laughlin, Christian Nugent is here, and Jake McCoy is on his way. Thursday Night Lights does not get any better than this. Check into the broadcast booth at this time, Mr. Brendan.
Jordan, you're exactly correct. It does not get any better than this. In my mind, this is my stomping ground. So in my mind right now, you're in the best part of Louisiana, Southwest Louisiana. This is known as God's country, and it don't get any better than this, fellas.
Southwest Louisiana, Thursday Night Lights coming into your living rooms. Let's check on those impact players at this time. For both sides, Brendan, to win this football game, they're going to have to lean on these guys.
Yes, sir, they will. You're exactly correct.
We start with Oakdale, the quarterback, number 3, C.J. Waller. He's going to have a big night using his legs and even his arm.
Yep, you're exactly correct.
Look at the tailback, number 7, Brandon Baker Guidry. He's a bull. You're going to have to rally to the football to tackle him, because the first tackle, it ain't going to get him down.
Yeah, there's no arm tackling with this guy. You can look at him from here, and he's got speed and he's got power. And if he had to choose, he's going to go through you rather than go around you.
Absolutely. And you look at the big tight end, number 10, Cortland Hobson. Can they get him some early receptions here tonight?
Yeah, we talked about that just a few minutes ago, Jordy. These are two very run-heavy offenses, but when it comes to two teams like this that are evenly matched, it's going to be the guys on the perimeter that's going to have to make a play to give their team some momentum.
You look at Lake Arthur. We start off with the quarterback, number 3, Cameron Bonine. He's going to have to play a game manager role tonight. Let his backs do the work.
Yeah, they will. Normally they're
He's also the kicker.
Yeah, they run a 2-quarterback system over here, but with Davis down for the next few weeks, he's going to have a big night. His offense is going to depend on him big time.
How about number 4, Linnell Schenkel? Both sides of the football tonight. Can he be a big impact player tonight?
Yeah, it's just going to be like number 10, man. You depend on your athletes on the perimeter, man. He's going to have a big night against this Oakdale defense.
And we look at the big fullback at this time. Will they go to him in short yardage zone? Number 34, Carson Myers, could create havoc in the trenches tonight.
Yeah, he could, man. That offensive line for Lake Arthur's got some size. But that tailback's gonna be running right behind 34, and we were on the field just a few minutes ago, and we both looked at each other and said, "Man, that dude looks like a bull."
That's a good-looking kid. How about we check game day weather at this time, ladies and gentlemen? You look at game day weather. It is sponsored tonight by World Elite Podcast. Yes, indeed. Thank you to those guys sponsoring game day weather. Follow them on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook on all audio platforms, wherever you get your podcasts, on iHeartRadio, Apple Pod, Google Pod, and Spreaker. So, thank you to those guys sponsoring game day weather tonight. Let's check on those game day temperatures, Brendan. Here we go. 76 degrees, clear skies. It's going to be windy, though, and no chance of rain.
This isn't quite Death Valley in Baton Rouge, but we are here at the Lake Arthur Tiger Stadium, and chances of rain, we'll just say chances of rain never for tonight.
And then you look at who's on the call tonight. Jordan Taylor, Brendan Laughlin, Christian Nugent, and Jake McCoy. So, 4-man team. Let's get after it. Keys to victory real fast, both sides. What's going to have to happen, keys to victory, before you head downstairs?
I said first thing with this win, man, I think special teams is going to have to be a big factor tonight. I think both coaches, you tell your returners, guys, when it's coming against the wind, don't try and run up and make a play, man. You just got to be smart and let it take a bounce, and wherever it lands, you run your offense from right there.
So, special teams huge tonight. Wind conditions not in favor. So we'll see how both teams approach this. Who wants the football in the fourth quarter as they head away from the wind? Brendan will head down at this time. Brendan, we'll see you at the 50-yard line, my friend. Special teams, key to victory tonight. Wind conditions could throw a wrench into everything. Penalties also, Christian. You look at both teams tonight. Penalty-free will be key. Here comes Oakdale Warriors, ladies and gentlemen. Wearing a white on white tonight. Got a big win a week ago against Grand Lake. And now they coming in trying to make it 2 in a row. Across the field. Home dogs here. Lake Arthur Tigers. Moments away from taking their sidelines. Christian, great atmosphere here tonight. Give us your thoughts of just being around some football here.
Some beautiful weather out here tonight, Jordy.
Beautiful weather indeed.
Beautiful, beautiful. Great night for some football.
Your key to victory, Christian.
Keys to victory. Penalty free, like you said. Penalty free.
Penalty free.
No turnovers.
No turnovers. And as we get ready, looks like Lake Arthur's ready to hit the field, my friend.
Hey, Tiger fans, get on your feet. Make them feel welcome, our Tiger Cubs.
Here comes the Tiger Cubs, ladies and gentlemen. Here comes the Lake Arthur Tigers, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jack Dillon Memorial Stadium, where tonight's contest, the Oakdale Warriors come to town to take on your very own Lake Arthur Fighting Tigers.
We'll go down to the 50-yard line at this time. As Brendan will have the audio from the coin toss.
Tonight for the Warriors, number 63, George Wells, number 21. All right, gentlemen, shake hands and introduce yourself. Number 5, tonight for the Tigers, number 2, Xavier Drake. Number 4, Linnell Sickle. Number 25. We have Mr. Rob Lister over here and Mr. Julian Guy over here. And then on this side, we have Mr. Ryan Larry and Mr. Thaddeus Robinson. All right, gentlemen, week 4. This season has gone by fast already. And we're all having fun now. Okay, we're here to play football tonight. Okay, who's called for this? Okay, y'all have the options. What do you want to call? The Tigers have 2 wins and 1 loss. What did he say? Tails. All right, I'm going to flip it and let. Okay, there's your hands right there, and here's your tails. It is heads. You have won the toss. You wanted the first, so you want the ball. So you want to kick from the clock. So put your back to the clock and put your face this way. They're going to be a single game. All right. That course has won and deferred to the second half. They deferred. And Oakdale will receive. It'll be the Warriors kicking off to the Tigers.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
So got the audio there on the coin toss, and Lake Arthur has won the toss. We'll defer to the second half, and we'll go to the national anthem at this time, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise for a short prayer by Miss Addison Abshar and remain standing as the Lake Arthur marching band will play your national anthem.
Please bow your heads. Our Father, who art in heaven, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Thank you, Addie. And now, ladies and gentlemen, your national anthem by the Lake Arthur High School Marching Band.
Play ball! Great rendition of our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, right there from the Lake Arthur Fighting Tiger Band, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like, hit the share. We're moments away from kickoff here from Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium. It's going to be a great 48 minutes coming at you. Enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen. Grateful for the opportunity to bring you this one as Brendan makes his way back upstairs. He will have the color commentary tonight. I'll be on play-by-play, and Christian will have our production. Breathing heavy.
Oh, yeah, man. Trying to get back up here in town.
Yes, indeed, my friend.
Y'all heard everything okay?
Everything was good.
Yes, sir.
Great audio.
Yes, sir. Good to hear.
Mr. Whitecap, grateful. He was able to allow us to do this tonight. And boot meets ball, and we're on their way. Taken in, and he's just going to fall down at the 35. Gets good field position after it. So you were downstairs with the referee crew. I would like to announce that referee crew at this time. It is the Lafayette Area Football Officials Association. So referees out of the Lafayette Association calling tonight's football game.
I figured it would have been Lake Charles Association, but
correct.
I guess Lake Arthur right here off I-10, so I guess they're right in a spot where it could be either way.
Your head referee Keith Junot, umpire Norris Green, head linesman Thaddeus Robinson, line judge Julian Guy, field judge Ryan Larry, side judge Rob Schuyler, game clock Anthony Benoit, and play clock Evan Fruge. And good gang here down the sideline, and that's just the way you want to start it if you're Oakdale, Brendan.
That is, you're exactly right. Running behind those big guys and leading with that big fullback we talked about, number 7.
Quarterback's last name is pronounced Bonet. So remember that when Lake Arthur takes the field.
Yes, sir.
Bonet. Chains will move 1st and 10, just underway from the 48-yard line. Lake Arthur comes in with a 2-1 record. Oakdale 1-2. Handoff to the big fullback here, and that was number 9 on the carry.
Halsbury on the carry, number 9.
Halsbury.
Jacarvy Halsbury, yes, sir.
In on the tackle, number 10, Cole White.
This offense can be very frustrating for a defense, man. It's very slow. It's really all 11 right there together, and they're foot to foot, and they're just running, pounding it right down your throat, and you know it's coming. It's just a challenge to stop it.
Oakdale seems like the game plan since the first couple of weeks, they were in the shotgun, and they're going to draw them off sides here. They were in the shotgun for the jamboree and for the scrimmage, and they quickly right back to what they love to do.
Yeah, I mean, we saw something similar with Oakdale last year. But with Coach Bertrand coming in, I guess he thought maybe going to try this with the personnel he had, and it seems like he's successful with with what he's running now, with the personnel he's got.
Correct. So it will be fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. Oakdale's on the move. Quarterback keep here. And they're pushing the pile, still on his feet. Good gain there. Number 3, C.J. Waller, impact player earlier in this game. We announced his name and making his presence known.
Yeah, that gain of 1 turned into a gain of 9 real fast once you get that fullback pushing behind you.
A lot of folks in the chat tonight. A lot of football coaches around the state of Louisiana don't have a game tonight. Will be in action tomorrow. So good luck to you guys. Welcome to the chat. Wish you guys best of luck tomorrow. Thank y'all for watching a little high school football with us this evening. Number 9, Jacorvy Alsbury getting another carry, and that's another first down. Could we be in for a shootout here tonight?
We talked about this, Jordan, man. I feel like these teams are two really evenly matched. I think we have the possibility to have a shootout, but I also feel like we have the possibility to have a defensive slugfest and a bunch of stops. I really do feel that way.
Right now, Oakdale marching right down the field, having no problems. See if what Lake Arthur does differently defensively, and there you go. Big 25 comes free, untouched, and he gets a stop there. But that's the way to slow up that offense.
That is. That's exactly what you want. Basically every play, you want those linebackers to be able to get to out from the second level and to make a play in the backfield.
That was number 25, Robbie Strauss, on the stop. And they back him up. Makes it a 2nd and 13 for the Warriors. Hand it off to the tailback, number 2, trying to stretch it outside. Gets a block, and down the sideline it goes. Gonna go for 6. Touchdown, Oakdale Warriors. Number 2, Debrick Winfield, and the Warriors strike first on the road.
They go right back to what worked on that first play where they got about a gain of 15 to 20. You got the big fullback and you got the slot back leading right there on the edge, and it parted like the Red Sea, man, and he was able to get to the end zone.
Check that kicker at this time. Who you got, Brendan? 34, what's his name?
34, Peyton Crawford.
Trying to make this a 7-point game.
It's a freshman.
Snap, hold, kick is up, and good.
Kicking against the wind and kicked it right down the middle.
You're right, my
Impressive for a
friend.
freshman.
So, 9:32 on the game clock. Your new score from Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium. Oakdale comes out firing, marches right down the field.
Right down.
I think it took, 65 yards down the field?
Yeah, they got it right at the 35-yard line, so 65 yards.
And about 2 minutes and some change off the game
Yes,
clock.
sir.
Capped off by number 2. His scamper to the end zone went untouched. And it is 7-0. But if I'm thinking to myself, Lake Arthur might come right back and answer here, because
this is a big time.
I'm expecting 2 offenses to explode tonight.
Oh yeah, that's honestly what I expected. I expected to be close, but I expect a lot of fireworks and a lot of offense tonight in this ball game.
Just kick the extra point. He will be your kicker here. Kicking off, we check on who's back deep for the Tigers. Number 2, Xavier Drake.
Looks like number 5.
And number 5, Carter Gilliott. See if they can set the Tigers up a good field position here.
And he's kicking against the wind, so let's see how he does.
And just a little line drive kick going to be taken in, and instead Oakdale has a shot for the football, and I think they got it, Brendan.
Already, Jordy.
How about
we
that?
We talked about that just a few minutes ago. Special teams is going to be big time in this ball game, and we're not 3 minutes into this game, and it's already made the difference.
And I believe that ball was recovered by number 12. It was number 12, Maddox Thompson. Gets the football right back to his offense.
If you're Lake Arthur right now, you cannot afford to go down 2 scores against this slow Oakdale offense.
The slow-paced Oakdale offense. Handoff, big fullback. Charges along for about 5 yards.
That's Brandon Baker Guidry, the big fullback impact player that we talked about just a few minutes ago.
Number 7, Brandon Guidry, was on the carry. Gets the ball up to about the 30-yard line, about a 5-yard gain on the play. Second down.
Baker Gidry stepped out. Looks like here comes Jacoby Owlsbury back in the game.
Will be 2nd and 5. Ball lies at the 30-yard line. Quarterback keep here. Seems like they got a big size difference up front, and he goes for a few more yards. First down.
Yeah, you'll see
for
that,
the Warriors.
You'll see that a lot with these double tight, double wing offenses like that. They're not afraid to run that QB sneak. If you got a good sized line and you got a fullback that's not afraid to be physical, he can get up there and you can get a few extra yards pretty easy.
And I think Lake Arthur's big D tackles probably playing offensive tackles on the other side of the ball. So how will they hold up for 4 quarters?
If you don't have a lot of depth in the trenches, it can wear out these linemen that go two ways pretty quick.
Draw them off sides again. That's the second time.
Second time in 2 drives.
And 2 drives that they get caught with the offsides penalty.
And against this type of offense that Oakdale runs, man, 1st and 10 going from 1st and 10 to 1st and 5. That's something you don't want to happen for Lake Arthur.
And it could be 14-0 in the blink of an eye. Only 4 minutes into this game.
Yep.
You do not want to go down 14. Big fullback gets it again. And the game plan is simple. You're going to let 2 stretch it outside. You're going to let your quarterback and your big fullback do the dirty work.
Yes, sir.
Underneath.
Yes, sir. It's crazy. That offense it's very slow paced, and there's nothing really fancy about it. It's just very simple, but it works.
Yes. 2nd and about 2 from the 14-yard line.
Don't be surprised if we go back to the quarterback sneak here.
You might not see many passes tonight from Oakdale.
No, sir.
And here is that play that they scored on earlier, and big 65 comes through and gets a stop there. That was Tyler Mallett, and makes this a 3rd down and long, and just what the defense needed.
Yeah, that's a big time
Make
stop.
this a 3rd and long here.
That is a big time stop.
3rd and 9.
That's a situation that puts this Oakdale defense in something they don't want to do.
From the 21, and you can't really count on the special teams right now because you're kicking into the wind.
Yep, you are kicking into the wind.
So we talked about maybe not seeing a pass here tonight, but here we go, and this is a busted play, and Lake Arthur's defense comes up with a big stop.
Big time stop. Looks like he wanted to run the reverse to number 21, Keenan McHale. Looks like he wanted to try to get it to the reverse to him, but Lake Arthur's defensive line busted that play from the snap.
And we talked about it, 2-4 out for a field goal with the wind blowing in their face. So we'll see number 3 at the quarterback position, C.J. Waller, if he can find his big receiver here on the outside. Number 8, he's going to drop back to pass. Looks under pressure.
Right,
and pass is incomplete, and turnover on downs. So they survived the onside kick.
If you're Coach Torres Davis right now, you couldn't have asked for your defense to do anything bigger than what they just did, and a big stop right there.
So turnover on downs. Lake Arthur avoids going down 14 points, and just what they needed.
The big time stop by the Lake Arthur defense. Now we get to see this Lake Arthur offense for the first time. Let's see if we see some fireworks, Jordy.
1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Big fullback. Let's see if he gets an early carry here. And they did not get the call there. And the ball is on the ground, and what looked like it was fixing to be false offsides turned into almost a turnover.
Yeah, I guess if the officials thought maybe they didn't quite cross enough to get the call.
And we have our first officials timeout. We're going to take a hydration timeout at this time. How about we check out one of our sponsors? And we check out one of our sponsors. Let's check on our color commentaries, Brendan Laughlin's wife at this time.
To cheer on the Tigers to victory. All proceeds go to the Lake Arthur High School.
First time he's going to hear the commercial. Magnolia May Photography. Mrs. Ariel Guidry Laughlin, a Louisiana-based photographer, specializes in family, couple, and lifestyle sessions. Her photography style is warm, bright, and natural. Candid moments is what she's passionate about during her shoot. Her goal is to always capture the real emotions of her clients as they're with their loved ones, whether it's a family session, engagements, bridals, and more. Give her a call at 337-368-1619 or find her on Facebook to book today. Well, Brendan, what you thought about that, my friend?
Man, I think that's awesome. My wife recently.
Jordan just got here, got the rundown what happened. I was running a little late due to some family obligations, but two good teams right here, and let's see what Lake Alta can do on offense.
Yes, sir.
And a Joe shotgun here to start off. Got a man wide open. It's number 2, our impact player. And he may go the distance. Oh, baby. Touchdown, Tigers. One play.
Oh, my gosh.
And we're an extra point away. Holy cow. That was for you, Gary.
It didn't take long for those fireworks to happen, Jordy.
We said it could be an offensive explosion tonight. Well, hello, somebody.
I've watched Lake Arthur 2 weeks ago against DeQuincy. I'll tell you, Cameron Bonet's got one heck of an arm, and Xavier Drake is just, that kid's got some speed, man. That's a great combination. Great combination. Them two get to pitch and catch each other all season long.
Bonet will be your kicker. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is blocked by Big 52. And we will not have a tie ball game coming out of the hydration timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, 5:50 to play here from Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium. Oakdale 7, Lake Arthur 6. Stick with us. Fireworks early. Here we go, number 1, tees it up, Zayden Hager. And Oakdale sends 2 back, number 21 and number 2. And Boot meets ball. And it will be taken in around the 30. This time they're not going to fall on it. Going to get a little bit more yardage. And we'll have it around the 40, 41-yard line where they'll set up shop. 1st and 10. Here comes the Warriors.
Yeah, Jordy, that block PAT right there on that side. We said it earlier that special teams is going to be a big time. It's going to be a big key to this game. And we're already at 2 plays on special teams that may make the difference.
Brandon. Two good teams like this could come down to who has the ball last, and that extra point could come back to bite Lake Arthur.
Yeah, it could.
Hey, correction for the question in the chat. Actually, we're neutral. Brendan's from Elton, Jake's from DeQuincy, Christian is from Crowley, and I'm from Port Barry. So, no Lake Arthur ties here. We appreciate the invite to cover a great Thursday night football game.
We're
all from all over the state.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
We are completely neutral here.
This is the first time I've seen both teams play this year.
Yeah, me as well.
I've seen both play, and both have great ball clubs.
2nd down and 8. Oakdale from the 43-yard line, up by 1. Handoff to number 2. They scored on this play earlier.
They did.
And he gets north and south and pushed forward for enough for the first down. And that was number 2, and he's having a big first half here.
He is.
Dedrick Winfield.
I think that touchdown run earlier was from about 20 to 25 out, and also the first carry that he had the first play of the game was from about 15, 20 out. So he's having a big night here in this first quarter.
1st and 10 from the 54, 50 to play here. First quarter, 7-6 your score.
I watched Winfield last week run the ball against Grand Lake, and great athletic kid, man. He had some really good runs last week.
1st and 10. Gonna stick with what they've been doing. Why change it, Brendan?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Quarterback keep again, and seems like they're getting positive yardage every snap.
Down by Darius Levi, number 70.
They've had the ball for a majority of this first quarter, and there's maybe been 1 or 2 negative plays.
3-yard gain on the play.
And, I
second
think
down and 7.
Oakdale would come out in the spread against Sacred Heart, and after that, I think they swapped to the wing T, and they're very they like to chew the clock up. They're very time manageable with their offense.
Second down and 7. Handoff to the big fullback, number 9, Osbury. And they're getting 11 hats to the football, but they're still getting 3 to 5 a pop.
Yeah, that's the thing about this offense is when you got a big line like Oakdale does, it's hard to see these backs once they get the ball. By the time you get a hand on them, they're already 3 or 4 yards down the field before you even know who has it.
We'll give you score updates from around the state coming up at the end of the first quarter because, ladies and gentlemen, there is some good football games going on around the state.
I agree. There's a lot in the Southwest Louisiana tonight, too, and as well as across the state, and some really good matchups, man. Some games that we feel like should be on Fridays, but
Here comes the blitz off the edge. Just hand it off to the fullback. They're going to make this a 4th down and about 2, so decision time from Coach Bertrand. Will he leave his offense on the field? You're getting 3 yards a carry. What you think here?
I think it's a no-brainer here. You're at Lake Arthur's 42-yard line, and you're punting into the wind. So if I'm him, I'm going for it on 4th down.
Quarterback keep or fullback dive? Quarterback keep is the call. Needed 2 yards and picked up about 3 or 4.
Oh, yeah.
And it will be another Warrior 1st down.
Good call. Yeah, and it's good power running right there by Oakdale and keep the drive going. Like I said, they love to chew up the clock with that offense. You know,
they do.
They run the spread a couple weeks ago against Sacred Heart, and they swapped to the wing T against Welsh, and worked a lot better for them last week, and so far it's working good here.
Fast moving first quarter, 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line. And he's going to drop back to pass, rolls out. I think this is a quarterback design run here. And going to be close to the markers.
It looked like 8 at the top of the screen. That'd be Angel Moreau. Looks like he tried to run a double move, a hitch and go, try to see if he can beat the DB. And I think Waller was looking for him, but I think it probably was a design run with the option of the throw down the field.
Yeah, number 7, Braylon McZeal, sticking with his man there, not falling for any double moves. 2nd down and about 5. Handoff to Osbury, and he lowers his hat, still low on his feet, crosses the 1st down marker, and the Warriors racking up 1st downs tonight.
They are moving the ball up and down the field on this Lake Arthur defense so far.
So you look at it's the big playability from Lake Arthur. They'll score in a blink of an eye. And Oakdale, they'll march you right down the field on you and do it at their pace and go get 7.
Yes, sir.
Handoff Osbury, spinning off a tackle and couldn't spin off the second one. Pick up about 3, 2nd and 7.
And when you got these small schools like this and you got your guys in the trenches going both ways, offenses like this is when your defensive linemen who are also playing offensive line, man, they get gassed really quick. So it's also helping out Oakdale's defense as well.
Yeah, Jake and Brendan want to bring something up after this play. 2 going to try to stretch it outside, and he scored earlier. He may score again.
There he goes.
Holy cow, number 2. 2 for 2 on that same play call. Deverick Winfield, have yourself a first half, young man.
My.
Yeah, like I said, I watched him last week against Grand Lake, and that kid's got some wheels, man. He's got breakaway speed, and he runs hard. And Oakdale is blessed to have that kid playing for him.
Oh, man.
What a game changer he is when he gets to the outside. It was the cut up, though. That was something nice to see.
Yes, sir.
34 on for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and this one might be wide right.
Yep.
It is. So he pushed it right, Tell you what, whoever the long snapper is, he's gunning it back there. 1:19 to play, ladies and gentlemen, from Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium. Your new score, Oakdale 13, Lake Arthur 6. Stick with us, folks. You're watching Thursday Night Football live on Under the Lights. Here we go. 1:19 to play. Number 34 tees it up. I got some explosive guys back deep, and it's another little squib kick. This time, somebody falls on it, and they were ready for it, Brendan.
Yep. They knew it was coming this time. It got them caught by surprise on that first onside kick, but they were ready for it this time.
Jordan, you just made a good point. We were kind of away from the streamed time of possession so far. Oakdale's had the ball for how long?
10 minutes there in the first quarter. Because you've seen Lake Arthur scored on the very first play of their drive, and then an onside kick earlier took the ball from them.
So you're probably looking at maybe even 11 minutes. They had the ball maybe 10 to 12 seconds.
You're right.
And it's 13-6.
Tripp's right.
Wow.
One tight end in. Quarterback drops back to pass. Looks. Fires. Got a man wide open. It is number 4. And he takes a serious lick at the end of it. But hangs on. And Linnell Schenkel picks up 11 yards. First down. Tigers.
Big time catch by the senior.
Yeah, good. Way to hang on to it. Let's show.
At that,
another great play.
At that point, you just survive the catch. You know you're gonna get hit regardless.
Yep, just gotta hold on to as tight as he can.
First and 10 on the move. 49-yard line. 2 comes in motion. He gets the handoff here, trying to get it outside. Cuts it back in. Stiff arms the defender, and he steps out of bounds. Xavier Drake showing his big playability here in the first half. It's the number 2s, guys. Yeah. Number 2 on Oakdale, number 2 on Lake Arthur. It's a good night to wear number 2.
Yeah, 2 good run backs here tonight. No pun intended, but yeah, 2 good run backs here tonight. And I'll tell you, Lake Arthur's always known to have some good shifty backs that sometimes they'll run up the gut, or sometimes they'll run to the sideline. You know, when you think of great run backs, you think of Trey Hargrave, the Levice brothers, and so on and so forth. And so.
Second down and 6. Quarterback, clean pocket, taking a shot, and gonna be out of his reach of his intended receiver. Guess who was going to, Brendan? Right back to number 2.
He missed Schenkel right here. Schenkel had Winfield was in coverage, but he had about 7 or 8 yards of separation.
Yeah.
Looked like he wanted to hit the post route, but man, he could have gotten a big gain right here possibly if Schenkel would have got the ball and possibly made a move.
Tag a buddy. Share the stream to some groups. Let them know. Thursday Night Lights. It's a good one here early.
Yes.
Can Lake Arthur go answer? 34 in the backfield looks like a throwback style player. Third down, fires in the flats, and he misses his target there. Was looking for number 2 again, Drake, and he's missing guys running free down the seam.
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 7 and number 4.
Yep. I don't know if maybe there was a miscommunication, but it looked like both of them ran out and ups. I don't know if that was designed or if one of them ran the wrong route, but it looked like both of them was open.
What do you think here? You like the decision, punt it, pin them deep here, knowing that you have not stopped them here in the first quarter?
Yeah, I think you got to punt here and be smart and punt and pray and hope that your punter can get it inside the 10 or really inside the 5. That'd be ideal for Lake Arthur.
And Lake Arthur's kicking it in the wind, so see if we can get a bounce and maybe pin this Oakdale offense.
They are
pretty
flying
deep.
down the field. Can he down it inside the 1? And he falls on it in the end zone. Touchback. So they will have it first and 10. He was a second too late. When he got to it, he fell on it in the end zone.
Oh, yeah. If they could have downed that at the 1, that would have been the third big-time special teams play that could have possibly made an impact on this ball game.
Yeah, that was close.
So it will be first and 10 Warriors from the 20-yard line, up by 7, 37 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
If Oakdale can drive down the field on this drive, this could be a big killer.
And Owlsbury gets the carry, and he's drugged back. That's a tough yard there.
Yeah, whole host of Tigers there.
That might take us to the end of the first quarter. We'll see if they get another snap off.
Number 70, Darius Levi. Ready goes 5, 6, 7.
Jordan, they're going to have a big one right up the road in Jennings tomorrow night. Jennings and Northwest, that's going to be a barn burner.
Split panel last night on the show. Four guys went Northwest, 3 went Jennings.
And y'all talked about the tailbacks here tonight. You want to talk about big tailbacks tomorrow? Rajon Zeno and Kevon Johnson.
Hey, sign me up. Who's got the stream? Send it my way. I want to watch.
Yes, sir.
Jordan's seen both Kevon Johnson and Zeno in person. Me and Jordan watched them week 1 against Highway.
So that is the end of the first quarter, ladies and gentlemen. 12 minutes have come and gone here from Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium. Oakdale 13, Lake Arthur 6. You're watching Thursday Night Lights live on Under the Lights. When we come back, we'll give you some score updates. But before then, here comes one of our sponsors.
So if you want some tickets, you better hurry.
Locally owned and operated, the Crawfish House and Grill, the finest Cajun restaurant in Opelousas, Louisiana, located at 1214 South Union Street. They're open for lunch Sunday through Friday, 11 to 2, and dinner Tuesday through Saturday, 5 to 9 p.m. So if you're in town for lunch or dinner, pass by for some great Cajun seafood. Dine in or take it to go. They do accept reservations and also offer catering. Find them on Facebook or give them a call at 337-948-0049 or shoot them an email at crawfishhouseandgrill@yahoo.com. How about some score updates before we get this second quarter underway?
Yeah, Jordan, we got, let's see, first quarter Acadian up on Nish, 14-0.
Holly's Lock of the Week.
Yep. First quarter, we got knotted up ball game at 7. Notre Dame and Catholic New Iberia tied at 7.
That's a good ball game. Second down and 9. Handoff. And good job there from the defense, and he's going to try to reverse the field, and he's got an alley, he's got a lane, he's got the sideline, one block, and he may take it the distance, he will. Reverse field, 4, he's down at the 1. What effort there. And unbelievable effort.
Looks like we got a
penalty flag
Jordan.
back here. And this one may be coming back, ladies and gentlemen. Catch your breath.
Big time tackle
number
by
2.
Schenkel.
Deverick Winfield.
I told you.
My goodness.
Mr. Winfield's got some wheels, man.
Penalty flag back at the line of scrimmage, so all that for nothing.
I tell you what, one thing Lake Arthur is going to go back on film and see tomorrow is Linnell Schenkel never gave up on the play and made a touchdown-saving tackle at the 1-yard line.
I like that, my friend. You had to get one block, and Schenkel denied the touchdown, but it will come back. And they say illegal crackback was the call.
Man, I tell you what, great effort by Schenkel. That's the kind of kid I'd love to have on my football team, man. That's the kid that never gives
Legal
up.
blindside block is the call.
Man.
We'll see where they spot this football. More scores for you. Washington Marion, 8-0 lead on St. Louis right now. Hamilton Christian, St. John tied at 6. Vanderbilt Catholic leads Morgan City, 21-0. St. Thomas More. That's JV. The real team play. The varsity guys play tomorrow.
Eldon's up on Gate on 14-0.
Already, huh?
In the first.
Second down and long. Quarterback drops back to pass. Surveying the field. Under pressure now, he might tuck it and run. And a good open field tackle there from number 25, Robbie Strauss.
Senior, big-time tackle.
Number 25.
That's the second tackle for loss. by Strauss.
Coming from the linebacker position.
It'll be third down and about 15 yards to go. Like the ball's right at the 15-yard line.
Mike, check.
Third down and long.
Thank you.
Handoff to the big fullback. And he's taken down for a loss. And it will be fourth
65
down.
on the stop, Tyler Mollett.
So it will be fourth down. And a good decision there to punt.
Yep. Down at your own 15-yard line. Great decision to punt. You punt with the wind, so you may possibly get a roll. Going to be number 34, Crawford on the punt for Oakdale. Looks like number 2, Xavier Drake, back to receive the punt.
Got to get a good snap here, Brendan.
Let's see if we get a
And no rush. We got a penalty flag on the field. Delay of game. So he will be inside his end zone.
Let's see if Lake Arthur sends the heat on him, tries to get a block punt.
You run into danger, though, if you go and try to block the punt and you rough the kicker here.
You do.
Back deep for the Tigers, number 2, Xavier Drake.
Drake waiting around the 40-yard line.
Don't be surprised if we see a big return from Drake right here.
He wants a big-time carry here. A big-time return here, correction. And we get a good snap, no rush, sky kick, and
punt.
What type of roll will it take?
Takes Oakdale. Roll.
So Lake Arthur will set up shop. Great field position, down by 7. 9:57 to play here in the second quarter.
34-yard line.
So in the last drive, you saw him go after number 2, 3 straight plays.
Yep.
Let's see if the game plan is try to find an open guy here.
And almost every play they've lined up with 3 on the perimeter. You know that they're spreading everybody out, and they've had open guys just about every play. Quarterback just looking at somebody else and just not quite hitting the right guy. And you got good field position right here. You have every opportunity to make a play, and we have no safety out here in the middle of the field.
Yeah, no safety high. They got 7 in the box here.
Be a good time right here. Hit him with a double move and see if you can get one deep.
2 backs waiting in the backfield. Shotgun, low snap, handoff to the tailback. Number 5 gets the carry there. That's Carter Gilliott. And first time we've seen Tigers hand the football off here.
Yep. Unfortunately, they haven't had the ball long enough to really hand it off.
You're right.
Down at 7.
Hands it off to
And
number
big
34.
34. And Brendan, he made it. Tied this game up, my friend.
How about that? Oh, my gosh.
Set off the fireworks.
Rumble, young man, rumble.
Rumbling downhill, Carson Myers.
The senior.
And he takes a tumble. His big lineman picked him up. Two good offenses going at it here.
One of our impact players, Jordy. We said he would have to make a difference in this game, and boy, did he just do that.
For the extra point attempt.
It's number 3.
And is the score right on the field? He shaked that one.
Should be 12, I believe.
Should be 12, correct?
Should be 12. Should be 13-12.
9:13 to play here from Tiger Stadium. Your new score, Oakdale 13, Lake Arthur 12. We'll step away. We'll be right back. A good 15 minutes so far, Brendan. 3 minutes here from the second quarter, then the first quarter, 12 minutes, my friend. Number 1, Zayden Hagar doing the kicking duties.
Another freshman.
And Boot meets ball. Short kick taken in around the 31-yard line. And he finds a seam. And that little juke step right there slowed him up. He might have had a shot to get down the sideline. That was Osbury, and 13-12 ball game. Every point might matter here tonight. 1st and 10, Oakdale from the 49-yard line.
Gabe Turner's mama is going to race Jennifer Daigle, they said. Well, that ought to be exciting. I don't know if we've ever had a woman race at halftime, but
instead, they put it at the 48-yard line. Two lined up in the slot. And a quarterback pull here. Great read there. Can he get a block on the outside?
He even fooled me.
And he's taken down, but not before number 3, C.J. Waller picks up a Warrior. First down.
He even fooled me.
Good old read option there.
Oh man, I was looking at Baker Gidry take the handoff and get tackled, and then
37-yard line.
look up and 3's running up the field with the ball.
And they've been saving that one here early.
Oh yeah. Don't be surprised to see him come back to it if that defensive end keeps crashing.
Check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check.
Well, welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. My name is
Also there was Darius Levi, number 70.
Second down and 9 from the 36-yard line. '21 goes in motion. Quarterback pull again, and once again he's getting the edge, trying to outrace him to the sideline, and he picks up another first down. And it's a simple game plan. We're gonna run it right at you.
Yep, you know it's coming. Stop it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. See if like Arthur makes an adjustment here and sends somebody to tell that defensive end, hey, stop crashing. You crashing, that quarterback's going to pull. And we have nobody else on the edge.
You got to start selling out to stop the run, Brendan.
Yes.
Send guys off the edge. Make Oakdale throw the football to beat you.
Yes.
Quarterback keep up the middle, and they're just getting gashed off the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Big D tackles are getting pushed back about 5 yards.
This offense is potent against defensive linemen because it challenges their athleticism because you're having to stay on the field for long periods of time.
6-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 4. Ooh, split the pot tickets. If you want some, raise your hand.
It's like they call those going to blitz. Baker Gidry.
Check.
Check. Good done by number 65.
Looks like Baker Gidry got about a 1-yard gain on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Warriors.
3rd down and 2 yards to go for the Warriors.
At the 18-yard line.
I see Miss Turner took off and went. I guess she's warming up.
7:08 to play here. Second quarter. On the move again. 3rd down and short.
He's still pushing, Jordy. He's still.
Mic check. There we go.
And the helmet pops off. Got to go out for a play. And it will be 1st and goal from the 7-yard line.
And what were we talking about a while ago, Jordan? Time of possession?
Oh, yeah, they're eating this clock up.
Oh,
They
are
are.
they?
And you look at like all the defensive line. Every single one of them got their hands on their hips.
Oh, yeah.
Hand off to the football. Ball is on the ground.
Oh, wow.
And somehow, some way, Waller came back up with the
Yeah,
football.
looks like the quarterback. Looks like there was just a miscommunication between.
Yeah, missed
Baker
timing
Guidry.
on that handoff.
Yeah.
74 and number
You know,
stop Merrick
we talk about,
Jones.
players, getting
Get the
tired.
punt
The
somewhere
good thing about Lake Arthur
$300.
this year, Coach Taurus Davis has a lot of newer kids on the team. The numbers are up here at Lake Arthur. I think he said somewhere around 55 or 56.
So that is a hydration timeout.
Hydration
We'll take a
timeout.
hydration timeout with them, ladies and gentlemen. Complete Turf Care has proudly been serving Louisiana since 2003. They are fully insured and licensed by the Louisiana Department of Agriculture and the State of Louisiana Licensing Board for contractors. They work closely with experts in the industry to help solve any problems that may occur in your turf. And they take pride in ensuring that your athletic field is the envy of all who visit your facility. Give owner Nick Semino a call today at 337-230-6427. Athletic field renovations, turf maintenance, irrigation, landscaping, and so much more. Tell them UTL sent you on by. Back from the hydration timeout, Brendan. Here we go. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. Oakdale knocking on the doorsteps. Two gets the carry.
Oh,
He struck down. And third and goal. No penalties there. So you got 9 yards. You think this is 4-down territory?
Yeah, no doubt in my mind.
yeah, I'd agree.
You could kick a field goal right here if they believe in Crawford enough. You're kicking with the wind.
Yeah, because when you kicked the extra point a while ago, you could tell the wind was kind of drifting it.
Oh yeah. Right now you're kicking with it, and I think that one he kicked earlier, that extra point, I think he could make it from where he's at right now.
Gonna have to go quick. Play clock is at 5 seconds.
Oh yeah.
Gonna have to get everybody set. And they get it off with 2 seconds.
Oh.
Quarterback looks,
Nobody outside.
and he's got a lot of speed on the
Wow.
outside. He scores. Touchdown, Warriors.
Like he pulled everybody that way, and they were all full.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah. Receiver ran the slant across the middle of the field, and there was no help.
Who's that? Waller?
Yeah, that was Waller.
C.J. Waller
I watched Waller last week.
extending Oakdale's lead.
Wow.
And an extra point away from making this an 8-point game.
One thing that did stand out last week about Oakdale when I was covering Grand Lake up there for the Cameron
Snap
Pilot.
hole kick is up.
Oh, wow.
That was a pretty one.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
He could have kicked the field goal if it came down to
yeah,
it.
he could have.
Oh, yeah. Kicking with the wind especially.
5:09 to play here from Tiger Stadium. 20-12 your score. Oakdale Warriors extend their lead. We'll step away. Thursday Night Lights. We'll be back.
Take your drinks back deep for the Tigers.
Low kick taken in around the 36-yard line. And Lake Arthur will set up shop down by 8. 5:08 to play here
Number 7, Breon Magazine will be first and 10 for the Tigers
in the second quarter.
at the 35-yard line.
Jordan, we got some score updates from around the area. Surprising one over in Sulphur.
36-yard line.
Second quarter, Washington Marion is shutting out St. Louis Catholic 16-0.
Boy, we didn't expect that one, did we, Jake?
No. St. John up on Hamilton Christian, second quarter 20-14.
That's going to end up being a shootout, I think.
Oh, yeah. Two good teams. And then Acadian up on Nish, 28-0 second quarter.
Hand off to the tailback, bounces it outside, and lowers his helmet, looking for contact there. Was Gilliat.
Brings the ball across the 40 to right at about the 44-yard line.
Up North Louisiana, Franklin Parish up on Caldwell Parish, 33-0 second quarter. Franklin Parish, man, how about them last week, man?
Yep.
Upsetting Calvary.
Yeah, big-time win.
Big-time momentum.
Apologize for the signal issues, ladies and gentlemen. Second down and 3 for Lake Arthur. Very important to go get points here. What do you think? They get the ball to start the second half. Try a 2-for-1 special here. Hand it off to the big fullback, and he runs it to a brick wall.
Man,
second effort there. Gets the first down.
On the carry.
Talk about put your offense on your back right there and keep the drive alive. Big-time play.
But then bulls his way
Big-time
to
play
a
by
first
Myers right
down.
there.
First down, Tigers.
Like I said, it looks like a throwback style type of running back.
Yeah. I watched him a couple weeks ago against DeQuincy. That's a big old boy, man. He looks like, it reminds me a lot of Mike Allstott, ran for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah.
Big old bruiser.
For pregame, me and Jordy went and talked to Coach Davis for pregame just to catch up. And, man, you walking next to them, he's like, man, that's a bull.
Wonder if he's got any offers.
Hand off to Gilliard, and he splits through a gap there and picks up 9 yards, and it will be second down and 1. And we check on those timeouts at this time. Both teams, all 3 timeouts remaining. We're getting late here in the second quarter.
Are we down? Is it at 3? Is it at 3:30 or is it at 2:30?
2:30 right now.
Is it 2:30 right now?
2:30, yeah.
Got a score update. Opelousas Catholic 21, Sacred Heart 0.
Oh.
Didn't we have a split panel on that last night?
We did. Vikings trying to make it 4 years in a row for a district title. And new back in here, shifty back here, number 20, getting his first carry of the night, Jaden Prudhomme.
Sophomore.
Number 20 on the carry, Jaden Prudhomme.
Second quarter, Dunham up on Ascension Catholic, 7-6 over there in Baton Rouge.
Good game there. Two undefeateds going at it.
Yes.
We're down to 250, so it was 3:30.
Okay. I mean, all we have to do is look on our screen.
Yeah, I couldn't see it from here. That's why I had asked.
Christian has it on our screen.
Draws back to pass.
Got a man wide open, and pass falls incomplete. In and out of the intended receiver. Was looking for Gabe Turner there. He's going to walk that one back.
Oh,
second down.
That was.
Quarterback drops back to pass.
Watch the screen.
Throws a screen pass. It's tipped up and intercepted. Number 10.
Wow.
Climbs the ladder. Tips the football.
My goodness.
Good eye coordination. And Warriors have the football. Cortland Hobson. Hey, you see something new every day.
That is a big-time play by that young man.
Wow, good play, man. Be watching the quarterback's eyes and going forward. And Oakdale's in business, man, and we're not even at halftime yet, and Oakdale's threatening.
We go back to that missed pass a while ago. They wanted that one back, and now turnover here, and Oakdale can go up 2 scores before halftime.
And you know they're gonna not let Lake Arthur get another chance to have the ball right here. They're gonna bleed it away. They're gonna bleed it away. 3 starting to
lean heavy on the pull here. Runs through a tackle.
My goodness.
C.J. Waller, physical quarterback, downhill runner.
Man, you look at the size of these kids, these skill guys from Oakdale, from up here. They're the same size. They're just as built and as big as their offensive linemen. Lake Arthur cannot afford to arm tackle against these guys. It's got to be 11 hats to the ball, and you've got to wrap up and hold on because these guys will take you for a ride if you don't.
Fullback gets a carry, and he runs right into the teeth of the defensive line.
That's a good point, Brandon. Oakdale has always been notorious to be a physical team, year in, year out. No matter how the season goes, they are one of the more physical teams here in Southwest Louisiana.
Oh, yeah.
1:53 to play before we get to halftime. Timeout on the field. We'll take a timeout with them. Let's check on one of our sponsors at this time. DeVille's Electric, licensed and insured, with over 25 plus years of experience. Owners Brian DeVille and 2018 Basil graduate Alex DeVille offer many services including residential troubleshooting, rewires, new construction, single three-phase install of generators, commercial oil-field locations, industrial, landscape lights, and install electric car chargers. They're open 24 hours, 7 days a week. Give them a call at 337-580-3303. Back from the timeout. 2 timeouts remaining for Oakdale. Here comes the blitz. Quarterback keep. Just needed enough for the first down and still on his feet and finally drugged down around the 27-yard line. Anytime they go short yardage, they go to the quarterback, and we got an Oakdale Warrior down at this time. Hopefully he's just battling cramps. That's what it looks like from here. As they look at the injured Warrior, we'll take a timeout with them. When we come back, minute 44 to play, 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the 27-yard line, ladies and gentlemen.
I just want a Darryl special.
Brendan said he wants a Darryl special and a Dr. Pepper at halftime. We'll see if we can get our hands on that.
Yes,
minute 44, 20-12, your score. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for the Warriors.
That's a pretty good combination.
And they're starting to send some guys out on the outside.
Double move.
3, drop back the pass, throwing up a prayer, and underthrows it. Try to come back to the football.
Pass, 2nd down.
And it will be 2nd and 10. You still got a lot of time on the clock. You don't have to start throwing the football here.
No, not quite. You got 131 and you got 2 timeouts.
I want you to check out these outside linebackers on the next play. They're starting to close the edges, and where Oakdale might have some success running back up the middle from here on out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see some adjustments coming in the second half if we see maybe another 1 or 2 more D linemen.
8 and 10. Setting up outside, trying to contain the outside run.
Do you try to throw to the sticks right here, you out of bounds, or you?
He's trying to throw another shot play and in and out of his intended receiver.
That's one 8's going to want back.
Looking for number 8, Angel Morrow. And it is 3rd and 10. So to get away from the run game here with 2 timeouts in your back pocket, kind of scratching my head here.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering the same thing. You've really ran the ball up and down the field on Lake Arthur's defense all night, and right here you got a chance to really go up 2 possessions here before halftime and kind of change it up a little bit. I kind of got a head scratching myself.
4 down territory here, guys.
Yeah, 2-4 out for the kicker.
Doubt.
And that's what I thought they would run on 1st or 2nd down. And good job there from the defense. And it is 4th down. Will Coach Davis burn one of his timeouts?
He did. He's running the official right now.
So timeout. Good timeout there. Survey some clock here if you can get a turnover on downs.
It's a big stop by Lake Arthur.
So we'll take a timeout with them at this time. Let's check out another one of our sponsors. Timeouts mean sponsors. And we will go to our player of the game sponsor, ladies and gentlemen. UTL Player of the game sponsor, Whips Prints, Custom Apparel, and Substrate Designs. Owner, Kenneth Whip Beverly, is located in Crowley, Louisiana, with all your heat transfer and sublimation shirt design needs. You can follow him on Facebook or Instagram. Give him a call today at 337-581-6631. Tell Whip Under the Lights sent you on by. Somebody going home with a plaque tonight, sponsored by Whips Prints out of Crowley, Louisiana. Been giving out a lot of them here early in the season. Who's going to earn it tonight from the Warriors or the Tigers? 4th down and 8. Big 4th down. Can they find a big receiver here?
Throw the sticks maybe and try to hope you can get past the marker.
I'm giving the ball to Deverick Winfield and say run around until you get the 1st down.
Let's see.
You seen him reverse field a while ago.
Yep. Let's see if we can maybe catch him. They can catch that Lake Arthur defense slipping and maybe get 5 yards on a penalty here.
Going with a blitz. Fakes the handoff to the fullback.
Look at this.
Under pressure. Surveying the field. Fires a last-second pass. Got a man open. And closure there from number 21. Came and saved the touchdown. Correction. Number 11. Gabe Turner. Way to close, young man. You just saved the touchdown.
I tell you what, a $1:03 left, and that's plenty of time for Taurus Davidson's Lake Arthur Tigers offense to go dial one up and try to get it, try to tie it up before halftime.
Turnover on downs, 1:03 to play. And we saw an offense score in one play a while ago. Quarterback's got a cannon.
That's all it takes.
This is an offense that's not afraid to throw the ball and to get his guys on the perimeter.
Lake Arthur, 2 timeouts remaining, 1st and 10. They're going to start off low snap. Got a man, hitch and pitch, and one-handed grab.
What?
And the timing was off there, but incredible catch by 4, and even better hands by the running back, number 5. He one-handed that sucker.
Oh, man. Big-time play by both of them. Shanko had to go up to get it because it was a little high.
Gotta love the old hitch and pitch. Gotta love it.
Old Faithful.
Yes.
53 seconds remains. 1 timeout for Lake Arthur. Timeouts means let's check out a sponsor. Call Alex Botno with Bird's Eye Insurance. He can assist you with all your insurance needs like auto, home, business, and life insurance. Give him a shout today at 337-308-1230 and let him know UTL sent you on by. He wants to say good luck to the Northwest Raiders this upcoming season. 1st and 10, back from the timeout. 1 timeout, Tigers. 2 timeouts, Oakdale. Do you play a soft coverage here? Let them catch it in front of you, rally to the football.
Yeah, I think so.
Do not want anybody to beat you deep here.
Yep, and you don't want anybody getting out of bounds.
3 receivers set up to the wide side of the field. Has not targeted 2 in a while. Low snap. Can he get time to fire a pass? He will. Pass is caught. And he might have to burn his final timeout here.
Either that or just spike it. Try to clock it.
2nd down, clock is under 40 seconds.
Coach isn't going to use his timeout right now.
Gonna save it. They should not be huddling here.
No, can't.
Should have had 2 plays ready.
Would you clock it right here, Jordan, or would you just run the play?
You didn't let 20 seconds run off the clock.
Yeah, it was communication with Drake.
Low snap again. And
oh, man.
Steps up in a pocket, fires a pass, and he throws it out of bounds. So you burnt 20 seconds there. Back-to-back low snaps, and I think we got a new center coming into the game.
I think so. That was a good play by the quarterback, not taking a sack right there and just to get the ball out. Still give your offense a chance with 17 seconds.
Yes, and right now the win is dead.
Yep.
So if you can get in field goal range, he's got plenty of legs.
Yeah, he does.
But you're a long way with 16 seconds.
Yeah.
But that 1 timeout right now, you're going to have to use it if you stay in bounds.
Yes,
I'm not sure what Bonet's field goal range is. But yeah, if you can get him in field goal range,
Tight end is eligible here.
Oh,
gonna be staying in the pocket
Oh.
now. Brought down.
Gonna blow a
sack. Now you
timeout.
just take this one to halftime.
Yeah, I think if I'm coach, I'm just taking it to halftime, just making my adjustments.
You don't want to throw no type of pick six out the buzzer here.
And you still get the ball at half, down by 8.
Yes, correction. Yep.
And that's the end of the first.
So, ladies and gentlemen, 24 minutes have come and gone. Here from Jack Donald Memorial Stadium. And your score after 2 quarters of play, Oakdale 20, Lake Arthur 12. When we come back, Lake Arthur will have the football. We'll give it to Brendan, then we'll give it to Jake. First half thoughts at this time.
Man, I think it's exactly what we thought it was going to be. I think it's actually both of what we thought it possibly could be. We've seen a lot of offense and we've seen a lot of fireworks, but we've also seen some stops here. And special teams have come into play. Man, I'm excited for the second half. I'm anxious to see what kind of adjustments Coach Davis is going to make to maybe slow down and force some turnovers against his Oakdale offense.
Yeah, I agree with Brendan. I mean, and look, I will say this: this very well could come down to who has the ball last. Like, Oakdale is chewing this. Oakdale was chewing this clock left and right. Lake Arthur's moving the ball okay, but man, Oakdale's offense is just wearing that Lake Arthur defense down. But like Brendan said, maybe Coach Davis can make some adjustments at halftime and come out guns a-blazing second half and hopefully take the lead and get a home win. But like I said, if you're Oakdale, you want to try to keep this momentum you got on your defense, and Lake Arthur gets the ball second half. So if you're Coach Bertrand, you want to try to get a big stop. And get the ball back and take control of the game for good.
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fix saying the quarterback's name moving forward, guys.
How you pronounce it?
Dolan. Not Donald. Is it? Who's Dolan?
Make them feel welcome. The Oakdale High School Marching Band.
Bork's Supermarket and Specialty Meats has been a Cajun tradition for over 70 years. Hot boudin, hot cracklings, plate lunches, and home of their original jalapeno sausage cheese bread. 2 locations at 581 Saison Avenue in Port Barre, Louisiana. Or try the Lafayette location at 3211 Johnson Street. They offer catering for wedding receptions, banquet parties, and company functions. The best Sunday barbecue around. They open 7 days a week in Port Barre, Tuesday through Sunday in Lafayette, Louisiana. The Pizza Shack was founded by Louisiana's own Tony and Elaine Puriette in 1988, and they have been independently owned at the same location for over 25 years. They are proud to be the only independently owned pizzeria in Opelousas, Louisiana. They are happy to serve the customers and the community with not only a friendly service, but also a family dining atmosphere. Come discover the most well-known secret in Opelousas, where they have daily specials and absolutely the coldest beer in town. 1242 Edith Street. Give them a call at 337-948-4838. Mama's Fried Chicken. Family-owned local restaurant serving our community and surrounding areas since 1977. That's 47 years. St. Landry Street and Jake Drive in Opelousas, Louisiana. Mama's Fried Chicken. Ask about their party platters for all your game day needs. Drumlets, chicken salads, sandwiches, deviled eggs, chicken tenders, shrimp, and fish. Tell them UTL sent you on by. Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is a seafood business located in Krotz Springs, Louisiana. They offer a variety of fresh seafood products, including crab, fish, oysters, and more. With a focus on retail and wholesale sales, the Atchafalaya Basin Seafood is dedicated to providing high-quality seafood to their customers. Their commitment to excellence and their wide range of seafood options make them a go-to destination for seafood lovers in the area. Live crawfish for sale when in season. Give owner and the mayor of Cross Springs, Mr. Carol Snyder, a call at 337-566-8957. All summed up accounting and tax services, located at 119 East South Street in Opelousas, Louisiana. Owner Donna Taylor looks forward to assisting you with your financial and tax needs. Give her a call at 337-447-4018 or email her at donna@allsummedup.net. Tax season hours includes January to April, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. or Saturdays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then the off-season hours include May to December, Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Fridays, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Zydeco Spice, the longest running women's tackle football team in Louisiana, and the 2023 WFA Midwest Division champions. Dr. Ben tells us that they are currently looking for players 17 and up. No experience is necessary, and tryouts will be held October 12th at 10 a.m. at Lafayette. Ready to start the second half here at Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium.
Fixed it now, huh, Jordan? That's better, huh?
Absolutely. We'll give you some score updates at this time, ladies and gentlemen, as they gear up for the second half, and we are underway. Short kick taken in. Now going to try to reverse field. Number 7 got a shot to go the distance. Oh, baby, he may go. That's a way to start the second half.
There he goes.
Number 7, house call. Oh, baby, Brandon Baker Guidry for 6. Correction, Braylon McZeal. We looked at the wrong number.
You
can't script up a better start to the second half.
No, sir, you can't. A tragic finish. You get sacked twice to end the half, and you come back and return the opening kickoff of the second half. You cannot ask for a better start to the second half for the Lake Arthur Tigers.
And I apologize, folks. I looked at the wrong name there. And they will go for 2 here.
You're going to try to tie it up right here, Jordan.
Look who's lining up at tailback.
Point conversion to tie the ball game.
You know what's coming.
Number 34.
Stop it.
He gets the carry. And he
stop it?
is stopped. And the 2-point conversion, no good. We said every point will matter tonight.
It will.
And so far, a missed extra point and a 2-point conversion, no good.
Yep.
Every point will matter.
Every point will matter. You are correct.
We're back for the second half, and 12 seconds into it, ladies and gentlemen. We got a new score here from Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium. Oakdale 20, Lake Arthur 18, new ball game.
You think if you make that extra point earlier, it's 20-19, and then if you make that 2 right there, you're looking at 21-20.
You make the 2-point conversion, you're looking at a tie ball game here in the third quarter. we were still getting things corrected upstairs here, gearing up for the second half, and then you look up and he's down the sideline for 6.
Exactly.
And who was that again? Number 7 for Lake Arthur?
That was number 7, Brayan McZeal.
Brayan McZeal. When he's got a crease, he was gone. 20-18, 11:48 your score. Well, if that's how we're going to start the second half, I think we're going to be in for a treat these next 2 quarters.
If it's anything like that return, we are in for a great second half here.
Can they take it the distance here? Breaks the first tackle, and what a lick there. Instead, great kick coverage.
Boy, what a way to start the second half. Wow.
41 on the tackle, Hayden White.
So it will be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Up by 2.
Let's see what kind of adjustments this Lake Arthur defense makes. That first half, you had 5 down linemen, then you had 2 or 3 backers that started to cheat up as the second half progressed, and you still had 1 or 2 high safeties. And let's see what they do here.
I want to thank our great sponsors that we got a chance to witness at halftime. They played all their commercials for you, so thank you to our great sponsors for making year 6 the best year yet. 1st and 10. 2 goes in a little slow motion. He scored on that earlier, and he's got great vision.
He does.
64 on the
He hit straight sideline on that first score, and then his second score in that first quarter, he hit the comeback, found the comeback lane, and we hit it screaming.
We're talking about year 6, Jordan. You know, we're only 4 weeks in, and we've seen some spectacular plays, even in the Jamboree. I mean, we've seen some Gary Swallow wows, some woes, some wows, So,
yeah.
And this game's no different tonight so far.
Yep.
2nd and 5. Quarterback sneak up the middle, and they're starting to plug up the hole here on this drive.
They are. Seems so far like these adjustments Coach Davis made it's working.
65 in on the stop, Tyler Mollett. Whole pile of people.
Welcome everyone back into the chat.
2 yards of 3rd down and 4.
You stepped away to get your favorite beverage and kick back in the recliner. Second half action coming at you. Thank you for being with us here on a Thursday night. 3rd down and 3, and we got
Looks like
a penalty flag, and
false start offense.
Offense will be penalized 5 yards. Going to make this 3rd down a little bit tougher. What was 3rd and 2 now turns into 3rd and 7.
That's the situation Oakdale doesn't want to be in. They don't want to have to throw the ball if they don't have to.
Got to think you put the ball in the hands of your quarterback here on that bootleg.
Yep.
See if he can find a guy downfield. If not, tuck it and run like he did the first half.
It's happened multiple times tonight. Or see if we get the little read option that they ran that was successful in the second.
Straight drop back pass complete. Now you got to try to make your guy make a play, and great defense. Lake Arthur come out the second half, and they were ready to play here.
I don't know if something went wrong over there, if the receiver ran the wrong route, but Coach Kevin Bertrand from Oakdale came screaming once that ball was caught, and Lake Arthur flew to the ball. May have been a wrong route by the receiver right there.
Rally to the football, make the play, force the punt. Can't do any better than that. We got 2 guys coming on late, and they might have 12 on the field. And Coach Davis is going to have to burn a timeout, and he's not happy right now.
No, he's not. That headset came off quick, and he's getting to the field.
And they had 11. I'm counting them now. They had 11 on the field, so he didn't have to burn the timeout. I guess he didn't have the right personnel on the field. So we'll take a timeout with them. 9:40 just underway. Early fireworks here. 20-18 your score. You're watching Thursday Night Lights live on Under the Lights. Some score updates from around the state as we get ready for this punt. Acadiana rolling right now on New Iberia, 48-0. Notre Dame has a 14-7 lead on Catholic of New Iberia, and it's a beauty of a punt here. Angles it towards the sideline, and there will be no return. Jules Sumner leads Livonia 38-0. Dunham and Ascension Catholic, they're in a classic defensive struggle right now, 13-12, but that's two good teams going at it.
That is.
Franklin Parish rolling 41-0 at halftime on Caldwell Parish. Washington Marion has a 16-7 lead on St. Louis.
That's turning out to be a good one.
Hamilton Christian has a 30-20 lead on St. John.
It's a good win for Hamilton.
Ouachita Christian has a 21-0 lead on Madison. Opelousas Catholic has a 28-0 lead at halftime on Sacred Heart. And they're going to start off with who I thought they should get the ball to a little bit more. And you get him involved here early in this second half, and it goes for about 8 yards. Lincoln Prep leads Jonesboro Hodge 14-0. Vanderbilt Catholic leads Morgan City 38-0. Basile leads Highland Baptist 20-0. And that is a look at scores at this time. A lot of great games still to come tomorrow night.
I know Elton was up 35-0 at half.
No one's updating y'all scores here. Well, at least we got the Elton Great in the broadcast booth with us tonight.
Yes, sir.
Ball is out, and they're going to say his knee was down, Brendan.
Yep, that was the big fullback.
Oakdale came up with the football, and they say his knee was down before the fumble. Here we go. Elton 34-0 on Gaydon at halftime. And Basile, new score update, leads Highland Baptist 28-0. It's 3rd down and 1. PA announcer trying to get his crowd here behind his guys. Big 3rd down here. You go right back to 34, don't you think?
Yes, sir. 3rd and 1. You got to give it back right back to him. Oh, that's got to be a penalty offsides.
And they're going to get them offsides, so they don't even have to run a play here.
Don't.
It's going to be an automatic 1st down, and the chains will move.
1st down, Tigers.
8:40 to play.
Right there, you know,
Third quarter.
Coach Berchand's probably got smoke coming out of his ears.
1st and 10 Tigers at the 38-yard line.
Lafayette Renaissance leads LB Landry 28-12. How good is Lafayette Renaissance?
Man, we know that's a program that's not going to be on the upcoming in the next few years, and they've proven it this year.
Jordan, you seen them a couple weeks ago in Abbeville, didn't you?
After this play, hand off to 34. Bulldozing his way, and he drags defenders for a 1st down.
Shades of Mike Allstott, huh?
Yeah. Saw Lafayette Renaissance a couple weeks ago. They're every bit of explosive on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes.
And all 18 coaches, they're very well coached over there. The dynasty is being built.
Wow. And they're, a few blocks away from LCA, aren't they?
You can throw a rock and hit the campus.
Wow.
1st and 10, chains will move.
Don't be surprised to see Lafayette Renaissance playing for a state championship here in the next few years.
They made it into my top 10 this week on the rankings, so we'll see how they finish the rest of the year. 1st and 10, 26-yard line, and you might have to feed him the rest of the way.
You have to.
Carson Myers.
He's kept your drive alive on the 1 touchdown in the first half. They fed him on that drive, and
you were thinking to yourself, what would the adjustments be made on defense for Lake Arthur? But the adjustments here on offense for Lake Arthur is we're going under center. We're not going shotgun. We're going under center. We're giving it to our big bruiser.
Yep, that's right. That whole first half, they were spread out three by one the whole first half, and right here you're lining up in the eye.
Now he's lining up in the fullback with number 5 waiting in the backfield with him.
Yeah, that's Giot, tailback.
And here comes the blitz. He's going to drop back the pass. Quick slant over the middle. Pass is picked off. And didn't have to throw the football. You were running it well.
Guess who, Jordy?
It has to be number 2 if you're saying guess who.
Winfield.
Don't tell me it's Winfield again.
Mr. Winfield having a night, man.
Everett Winfield already 2 touchdowns on the offensive side of the ball.
Wow.
At a defensive interception to his huge night. And don't like the play call there.
I don't.
Keep running it.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you you would think they'd just keep running the rock. And
I think I don't know if Drake wasn't expecting to get the ball right there, but if you go back and watch the replay, it's like he almost didn't even run a route right there. He was surprised when Winfield picked it off and surprised to see the ball in the air.
So a costly turnover. Will it cash into points here? Can Oakdale get points off a turnover?
Let's see.
Tight end moves to the left side. And there's that little read option play. And they had great defense on. They just did not make the tackle.
And then, like we said, Jordan,
and
time
that
of
will
possession.
Be a first down for the Warriors, or he's a yard short?
Okay, brought down by number 8, Kai Horns.
About a yard
Let's
short.
See. Yeah, it looks like a yard short.
Another score update. Patrick Taylor and Kenner Discovery tied at 18 in the third quarter.
Warriors, 1st and 10 Warriors.
Oh, they called it first down, Jordan.
Yeah, must have been real close.
Did call the first down.
And like you said earlier, time of possession. So, I don't know if Lake Arthur's defense.
First and 10, waiting on the snap. Handoff to the fullback, Alsbury, and defense is playing well.
Yeah, they are.
In the front seven, it's the assignments on the outside that's really hurt them.
Yes, it has.
So I don't know if Lake Arthur's defense made adjustments to try to limit the run game for Oakdale, but like we said, time of possession for Oakdale. So if you're Lake Arthur, you're going to look to try to stop them within 3 or 4 plays and get the ball back and
Man, besides this one pass that Oakdale threw before, right at the end of the first half, we haven't even seen them throwing the ball. I'm really still surprised to see 2 safeties.
And guess who? Winfield still charging those legs all the way down to the 37-yard line.
This man is having a night.
Impact player takes us to the hydration timeout. And we'll take a hydration timeout with them. 5:54 to play, third quarter, 20-18 your score. Oakdale's got something cooking on this drive. So 1st and 10, we are already at the hydration timeout. A fast-moving third quarter, 37-yard line. You're up by 2. We said every point will matter here, and that missed extra point and missed 2-point conversion is looming right now.
Yes, it is.
Because they can go up by 2 scores here.
Yep.
First and 10, coming right into your living rooms. And there's a little misdirection there, and he's drugged down from behind. And that one took too long to develop.
Yeah.
Handoff went to
Ball carrier stopped by 22.
Dean Massell. And he's drugged down. Maselli. And he's drugged down from behind.
And, you make a good point, Brenda. And if I'm not mistaken, last week, Elton's win over Montgomery come down to back to. Come down to back-to-back 2-point conversions. That was the difference.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Then that's critical. That's huge.
This game could come down to a 2-point conversion.
Absolutely.
Second down and long. 2 goes in motion. He gets the carry, rightfully so. Kicks it outside. Turns the burner zone and slips off a tackle. And here comes the rally to the football.
Yep.
He ain't going down on the first tackle.
No, sir, he's not.
Deverick Winfield keeps racking up the yardage here tonight.
Now that's why I like to see 11 hats to the ball, physicality right there. Oakdale's been playing physical all night, and Lake Arthur's, stepping up to the challenge and playing physical football right back. So,
how big is this third down here?
It's big.
3rd down and 7 from the 35-yard line. 2 teams throwing punches back and forth. Every yard is earned here tonight.
Oh, don't be surprised if Winfield gets the ball, you see a pass. I don't really see a short-term.
Winfield gets the
There he
carry.
goes.
And he slips up, tripped up in the backfield, and I think his footing got him there.
What do you think, Jordy? We're 4-down territory right here.
Take the delay of game, punt it away.
Punt it.
But we're in high school football here,
I think
so
you try to hard count them. Get up to the
They're
line,
going
maybe
for
hard
it.
count them.
You could.
See if you can get Lake Arthur offsides, and if it don't work, then
that's
try
that
to
old,
pooch kick it.
that's that old college football coming out.
Yep.
Take the delay of game and set up a more manageable punt. But 4th and 8, Coach trusts his offense here. Not a bad time to go hard count, though.
Hard count, and then you can get a 4th and 2 and make it
And
much
they did
more
go
manageable.
hard count. Good discipline there. Quarterback gonna drop back the pass under all kind of pressure. Fires up a pass and it's picked up.
Oh, the big man.
The big man. He does it all. He fills up the water bottles. He pulls the equipment. He stays late for practice. He has interceptions.
He runs for
touchdowns. What can he do? Number 34. Carson Myers.
First and 10
Brandon,
Tigers,
I don't know if he does all those
37
things, but it sounded good.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about Mr. Winfield having a good game. Mr. Myers having a really good game tonight as well.
You're all right.
Let's see if Coach says, okay, Myers, take us to the promised land here and go get us the lead.
That's a teachable moment right there for the quarterback for Oakdale.
Just take the sack.
Just take the sack.
But it was gonna be turnover on downs anyway.
It would have been.
So you're just trying to throw it up and give yourself a chance.
Yeah. Giot bobbled that right there at first contact. Lucky to get that one back. That could have been another costly turnover for Lake Arthur. Gonna be 2nd and 8 here for the Tigers. With 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Well, we know they have a kicker, right?
They do.
Field goal takes the
There's
lead.
the big man.
He charges along about a yard short. Christian, I'm sure this is your favorite style of football. Line up a big fullback back there and run it right at you.
I couldn't agree more with you and Christian too. You know, and the fullback position is not very popular anymore, especially in the NFL. And so it's always good to have a strong bulldozer of a fullback that can get you a few yards or more in certain situations.
3rd down and 1. Fullback dive. And Coach learned his lesson from the last drive.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Chains will move.
First down, Tigers.
1st and 10.
Jordan, I say about the fullback position, you know, the game of football has evolved so much over the last 20 or so years, and we're in so much more of a spread culture, you know, and so anytime you see a team run the football, anytime you see a team run the football like that, it just makes you smile. I mean, it's very much still important to have a run game like that with a fullback.
Go to the shotgun and hand it off to the big man, and he was stopped in the backfield for what looked like a 3-yard loss.
Yeah.
He drug his way for a gain of 1.
1 yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 9.
2nd down and 9. New score update, Washington Marion 16, St. Louis 10.
Man. Good to see special teams come in big in that one. St. Louis's kicker.
JQ up, score updates at the end of the third quarter.
Absolutely. St. Louis is known for kickers.
They are.
Zugani nailed a 59-yarder 2 weeks ago against Bucky.
2nd down and 9, here comes the blitz. Handoff, he bounces it outside.
Oh, wow.
It's a
There we go, look at it.
Lowers his helmet. That's a big man running downhill. And 64 doing a little
First fullback.
Physicality, man. That's what I like to see. Lower your shoulder. Say, get out of my way, sir. I'm trying to move along down the field.
And it started with the blocks up front.
It did.
He doesn't get to kick it out right there unless his offensive line paved the way.
And his receivers were blocking good on the perimeter as well.
Man, this is setting up good to be a good fourth quarter.
It is.
1st and 10. Tigers on the move, fullback dive, and you just got to feed the beast at this point.
Feed them. 3 or 4 yards on first down, you'll take that every single time. You will take 2nd and 6 every single time.
I don't think Coach is going to run another play here.
Let's see.
What adjustment from the first half to the second half. You come out, first play of your offensive possession, and you throw one 70 yards down the field for a touchdown.
Yeah.
And then you tried to spread the rest of the first half, and then second half, it's like, okay, we're going to draw it up at halftime on the whiteboard. This is what we're doing. I formation, 34. You're about to have 30 carries.
Yep.
And instead,
Good carry
5
by
gives
Dion.
him a carry, gives 34 a breather.
Way to be shifty right there.
And that will take us, ladies and gentlemen. Hold your fours up in the stadium. Great crowd on hand. 3 quarters have come and gone here from Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium. 12 minutes to decide a Week 4 winner. Your score after 3 quarters of play. Oakdale 20, Lake Arthur 18. Stick with us. No telling how this game's going to finish.
No, you're exactly right.
Hey, Jordan, yep, got some score updates for you. Third quarter over in Sulphur, St. Louis's homecoming. They are down to they're losing to Washington 16-10. Maryville up on Pickering at half, 22-0. Third quarter, Acadiana all over Nish, 55-0.
Fourth quarter.
Third quarter, Brendan's happy about this one. Elton all over Gadon, 34-0. Third quarter, Catholic New Iberia up on Notre Dame, 21-14.
Ooh, good game.
Halftime, Hamilton Christian on top of St. John, 30-20. Halftime.
Hold that thought. New formation here to come out for the fourth quarter. Or are they just huddling?
First and 10 Tigers.
They're going with a little heavy package here. And I think 34 is lining up at Wildcat.
Oh, here we go, Jordan.
Here we go. Ball's on the ground. And he falls on it, and they come out with a little.
You talk about a
They
drive
come out
killer.
with some trickery here in a special package. And this one's going to bite them.
You talk
They
about a
go
drive
way back, second and long.
That's a drive killer right there.
Man, that's I like the gutsy play call though, but man, that's a punch in the gut. It's okay. Lake Arthur still got the ball. I mean, it's second and very long. So who knows? All it takes is one play to get those yards back.
Got a field goal kicker.
Yes, you do.
No win at the time, but he's still about 20 yards out.
You were at the 22-yard line. I understand wanting to get 30 for the ball, but lining up in Wildcat right there.
You wanted to come out and set the tone of the fourth quarter. I understand it, but he hasn't taken a snap at the quarterback position all night, and they're going to get 4 here with the reception. And number 4, Linnell Schenkel, he hasn't been targeted since the first quarter.
No, he hasn't. He has not.
Third down, and how close do you need to get to take a legitimate shot here to take the lead on a field goal?
I think you got to get at least
to the 20?
That's what I was going to say. Anywhere from about the 20
20.
line.
That'd be a 30-yard field goal, Brendan?
35.
Yeah,
35?
35.
Yeah, I don't know what Bonet's range is, but worth a shot, right?
Can he cut this in half and make it a manageable fourth down? Drops back to pass, taking a shot over the middle, high points the football, and in and out of his attended receiver. And decision time from the coaching staff. Because you know if you give Oakdale this football back, they're very capable of going on a 9-10 minute drive.
They can. With that kind of offense that they run, they can do it.
And right now, if you're Lake Arthur, the game clock is not your friend.
Lake Arthur only 2 timeouts the rest of the way. You remember Coach had to burn that timeout earlier.
Offense is staying on the field, Jordan.
Offense, you got to stay on the field here.
Are we looking at a hard counter or maybe just going to go for it here?
I think it's
you looking for Schenkel or you looking for Drake? Can he have a clean pocket? Looks over the middle, fires, passes, intercepted. And you was going to have a turnover on downs anyway. So you get about 5 to 6 yards out of it.
Yep.
Number 21, ladies and gentlemen, on the INT, Keen Macello. And Oakdale has the football up by 2 with 10:34 to play. Huge moment in this one. What looked like they were going in for the go-ahead score. A bad snap.
Kean Maselli, great read right there, and he's there to get the ball. And he actually had a pick 6 at the end of the game last week against Grand Lake, and which it was 26-20. It was 26-21, right, like 10 seconds left.
And they're just gonna work on this clock. Hand it to the big backs. Tell them put 2 hands on it. You know Lake Arthur's going to be reaching for it.
Yep.
You start to look at this. 3 turnovers tonight. Oakdale has. Their defense has cost.
Man.
Or 2, and then the recovery on the kickoff.
Onside kick, yes, sir.
So a good night for this defense.
Yeah.
They're going to try to stretch the field. And this time they were ready for it.
Yeah, turnovers has really hurt Lake Arthur the first few weeks. They had at least 2 or 3 against DeQuincy, and I think 1 against Bazile. I don't know about last week against Bolton, but yeah, when you have 3 turnovers in the game, especially against a team like Oakdale, just chew the clock, it's costly.
Yep. If you're Lake Arthur, you got to have a stop right here.
3rd down and 4. Connection issues. You can still hear our voices though. Quarterback pull. And he was hiding in the pile right there and found some green grass.
It's a big time first down.
Looked like it was going to be a stop. Instead, bought his time, waited for the right moment, and went pick up the first down.
Yep.
Got a score update. 3rd quarter, Bazile all over Highland Baptist, 35-0. And then 3rd quarter, Hamilton Christian up on St. John, 30-26. That's a really
1st and 10, 42-yard line. And we got whistles.
Man.
It's going to be 5-yard penalty off the offsides.
Offsides against the Tigers.
Number 73, Waylon Duga.
Trying to jump the snap count there.
Yeah, he just subbed in for number 70. Guy Fresh is anxious to make a play.
He's frustrated coming off the side.
Yeah, he is.
1st and 5. Hand off to the big fullback. And he goes for a gain of 4. Going to bring up 2nd down and 1. When did they start this drive?
10:34.
10:34.
Wow. And we're down to what? 8?
We're at 8.
So yeah, a little bit of
8:20. So we're gonna keep that in mind. They started this drive at 10:34. Write it down, Christian.
And you see it now, because Bertrand is in no rush, and you're at 18 seconds already in the. Here we go.
Quarterback just gonna get the first down here.
Fresh set of downs.
And start to bleed the clock some more. A fresh set of downs.
Yeah, next week, Lake Arthur's going to be on the road at Rose Pond. And Oakdale, they got a big one at home against Marksville. I believe that's homecoming. I'm not for certain.
That's a good Marksville team.
Yeah, it is.
1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Game clock just hit under 8 minutes. And we talked about it. On that 4th down play, we said if Oakdale gets the football back here, they can go on a 9-10-minute drive. They've already chewed up almost 3 minutes here. And he runs right through a defender.
Oh, my goodness.
Good God. Number 7, laying a hat.
And he's fired up, Jordy.
McZeal on the stop.
Look like a lot of tired bodies on that defensive side of the football. They've been on the field a lot tonight.
I see a lot of hands on hips for that defensive line.
Majority of this game, they've been on the field.
They have.
No hurry here. They're checking the play clock out, letting it get at a certain point before they snapped it. They could have took 10 more seconds off the clock there.
Man, right now, it's like it was in the first quarter. Oakdale is getting 4 to 5 yards every time.
Number 9.
On every snap.
Alsbury. And the game clock just hit under 7 minutes.
You got to think if you're Oakdale right here, if you get to 4th down and you're in field goal range, and it's a 4th and long, you could possibly kick a field goal, and you force Lake Arthur to have to go score a touchdown rather than go kick a field goal.
What I think you do here, you go put this one in the end zone.
You do.
Make your extra point and make this a 2-score game.
Do. Right. If you're Oakdale right now, you
bleed this clock. You bleed the clock all the way, and you put it in the end zone for the final statement.
Yes.
Right.
How big?
I tell you, this reminds me a lot of in 2020 when Oakdale played DeQuincy. Oakdale just all they did all night, choop the clock. I mean, the time of possession sheet was insane, and that's what Oakdale did a lot that year.
How big of a statement win could this be for Oakdale if they pull this off tonight? Two wins in a row.
So Lake Arthur will get a breather at the hydration timeout right here.
I mean, go ahead.
So they're not even going to snap it. They're going to get it to the hydration timeout.
And I mean, if you're Oakdale, I mean, this is huge.
A much-needed break here. Lake Arthur going to be able to go to the sideline, get some water in them, talk to the coaching staff, see how they want to attack this the rest of the way, because Oakdale ain't going to do nothing special except hand it off to the big fullback.
It's simple. You're exactly right.
So, 6 minutes to play. 20-18 your score. The first quarter looked like we were in for a track meet. And the rest of the way, it's been two good teams going at it and coming up empty. 3 turnovers on one end, 2 turnovers on another. The will to win. Who wants it the most here late?
Yep. This has been a very good neutral game compared to what we thought it was going to be. We didn't know whether we were going to get a defensive slugfest or whether we were going to get fireworks from both offenses, and I think it's ended up being good. We've seen explosions on both ends of the ball, but we've also seen turnovers for us. We've seen big hits.
I see you singing.
This is a big point in this ball game right here.
3rd down and 1. Quarterback sneak's coming. I'll follow as a betting man.
You've got to think QB sneaker. You've got to think going up the middle to the fullback.
Oh, yeah.
C.J. Waller going to try to draw him off sides. Good discipline. And it is quarterback sneak, and it's a big pile.
Man,
and
Jordan, it looked like he caught him short.
I think the referee on that sideline gave him a favorable spot.
I think he did.
It's going to depend on the spot. Whitecap takes a look down the sideline.
If you're going by the down marker right now, we're short. We're 4th and 1.
And the referee calls 4th down.
This is a big turning point in this ball game with 5:30 left to play.
Can the defense get a stop? The coaching staff trying to get the fans fired up. It's 4th down and 1. You need a yard. C.J. Waller.
If Oakdale don't get this, and you're Lake Arthur, all it takes is one play.
Don't be surprised if we see a hard count
here
right
we go. Penalty flag flies. It came from the field judge at the goal line. What could this be?
Delay
of game. What a
wow. It's down to 3rd point right here, Jordy.
What was 4th and 1 turns into 4th and 6. And now Coach is going to take – Coach wants to talk to the Whitecap.
What do you do right here,
Coach
Jordy?
Bertrand's pissed.
What do you do right here, Jordy?
Look at this. And they're going to have a conversation on the sideline. He said, come see. And did he burn a timeout?
I think he did. I think he burned a timeout, Jordy. Clock is stopped, and we've got both teams on the sideline.
So let's talk about this huge play coming. 4th and 6. I say Dedrick Winfield on the outside goes for the first down. That's what I say. You give it to Winfield.
I think if I'm in Coach Bertrand's situation, my defense is.
Referee wants to talk to his referee crew. Something happened. They're going to have a meeting on the field. What could this possibly be? Maybe the Whitecap just wants to settle his guys down and say,
call what you see.
Let's go. Let's go. We're a veteran crew here on a Thursday night. Let's make sure we finish this thing strong.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah. I didn't know if they were asking if it was maybe a certain spot that they.
And now the Whitecap's going to come over and talk to Coach. And Coach might not like this explanation.
Look, Jordan, they're going back to 4th and 1.
They're going back to 4th down.
They're going back to 4th and 1.
And Coach ain't going to be happy about this one.
I know one thing. I wish I was on the sideline right now so I can understand what in the world is going on.
We'll check his reaction. But it had to be a play clock issue where they didn't give the correct signal of.
Had to been. Wow. Oh, my gosh.
And long discussion, but it's back to 4th and 1. So Coach ain't going to like this call, but Coach Bertrand asked for the referee to come to the sideline. Yep. And whatever he said, it worked because they put it back to 4th and 1.
Man, this is huge. Because if you're Oakdale and you convert this.
And they're built for 4th and 1.
Yes.
They are. That offense is built for 4th and 1. You're built for situations like that. Those
whatever Coach was told just now, seems like he's okay with it. Play on, he says. 4th and 1, biggest moment of the game so far. Whose line of scrimmage will win this 4th down?
I think right here you've got to have all 11 in the box.
Buckle in, ladies and gentlemen.
Give up a yard if you are Oakdale. If you're Lake Arthur, excuse me.
Quarterback keep and
Jordy.
Going to be close, but his second effort. He picks up the first
and
down and more. C.J. Waller does it again. And the ball came out late. Lake Arthur pointing like they have the football. And forward progress might have been stopped because they're not giving it to them. They signal first down Warriors.
Warriors got a first down on the 4th and 1.
How about that quarterback putting his team on his back? Because at first, I watched that line judge on Oakdale sideline, and he was going to mark him short, and that second effort gave him a big first down.
When did this drive start?
10:34.
Hand off to Osbury, breaks the first tackle.
And we're at 4:40 pretty much. This is crazy.
We set it on the 4th down.
You're hitting right at 6 minutes right now.
What would Oakdale do with the lead and a chance to go bleed this clock away? Well, they're at the 4:30 mark.
And Oakdale started 0-2. They got a big win last week against Grand Lake. Now, they're the back end now, so a win tonight here on the road would be huge. Huge momentum going into a game against a really good Marshall team next week.
You start to look at the timeouts the rest of the way. I think Oakdale's down to 2. And I think handoff Osbury, and he's taken down for a short game. So
you're third and 5 right here.
Yes.
It's a very manageable third down for both teams.
Lake Arthur, 2 timeouts remaining. What can't happen is you can't let them score on this drive because an extra point really seals the deal.
It does.
A stop right here really forces coach's hands to make a decision. He'll probably take a timeout, and it still looks a little too far out for the kicker.
A stop or a forced field goal for Lake Arthur, you consider it a win on defense because you can still give your offense the opportunity to go win the ball game.
Ball's on the ground, and there's a fight for it. And
it looks like Lake Arthur has the football.
And I think the running back jumped on the fumble, Brendan.
Let's see the call. It looked like it could have been both ways.
Down. It is 4th down.
Fourth down.
If I was coach, I'm taking this sucker all the way down to 1 second, and I'm going to burn a timeout and make sure I got the right personnel, the right play call, and make sure we get the snap here on 4th down.
Jordan, we're hitting right now. We're at 2:59 now, so we're under 3 minutes to play. 4th and 6, 4th and 5, 4th and 6. on the 16-yard line.
If Lake Arthur gets a big stop right here, the stadium's going to erupt.
It's gonna be a big momentum shift if they can get this stop right here.
And might draw him off sides.
Watch Winfield
Instead,
out
drops
wide.
back to pass. Looks, throws one up, and it is knocked down. Turnover on downs. And the Tigers have life here at home.
It took them 8 minutes to get a stop, but you got the stop. Your defense won that possession.
8-minute drive comes up empty. I thought they should have got a little bit more aggressive and went try to seal the deal with a touchdown and extra point right there.
Now this Oakdale defense has held Lake Arthur's offense scoreless this whole second half. The only touchdown in this half has been the opening kickoff return.
Do you go and find your big play receiver here? You found him early in the game. 1st and 10, got some work to do. Pass is gonna be incomplete, looking for number 4. Not the way you wanted to start this drive.
It's not. You're telling your quarterback right now, throw it away. We can't afford to take a sack, and we cannot afford to just throw a ball up in a panic situation.
And he's got a fairly clean pocket because Oakdale's dropping 7 in coverage.
Yes. You got 2:34, it's 2nd and 10. If they drop 8 in coverage, if you can get a first down, get it. But you cannot afford a turnover right here.
2nd down and 10. He's under pressure. They're gonna throw a screen. Fires up a pass, and he is drugged down from behind. And that one, the timing was off. He threw it over a defender's head. Pass was complete to number 34.
Looks like about 36.
Myers. 3rd and 6. The clock's running. 2:15, and they're huddling here. 4 down territory. You got to think.
3rd quarter. Listen to this.
4 down territory, no matter what.
3rd quarter. Catholic New Iberia up on Notre Dame, 35-14.
Wow.
Statement win. 3rd down, quarterback looks. Oh, he got a man wide open. No, number 2. Off to the races.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, baby. You want drama? You got it.
Wow.
Calamity. Wow.
The double
and Joe, we talked about that 4th and 1. The 4th down. Oh my gosh.
Even Christian's standing right now. Oh man.
What a return of events.
It was number 2 to start it for Lake Arthur at the beginning, and it's number 2 for Lake Arthur to end it.
Xavier Drake. You got us all stunned right now, my man. Touchdown, Lake Arthur. And a timeout, Lake Arthur. 1:48. You got to go for 2 here. Make this a 6-point game.
You have to.
Timeout. We'll step away. You're watching Thursday Night Lights live on Under the Lights, and what a dandy of a night it has been. Here we go, 2-point conversion, and a big 2-point conversion.
It is, it's huge.
Minute 48, Oakdale will have the football with 2 or 3 timeouts remaining. So this game is long from over.
No matter what, Oakdale has to score. But if you get the 2-point right here, you tie it up instead of losing the game. Big time.
And I think they only got 10 on the field.
He's going to go for a 2-point conversion.
Count them out, Brendan. Pass over the middle. And it's caught.
What?
2-point conversion. Good.
What a catch.
Number 7, ladies and gentlemen. Brian McZeal. And it's a 6-point game. Don't look now. Well, thank you for the opportunity to stream this game tonight. Want to thank the administration and the head football coach here at Lake Arthur for the opportunity to be here. Your new score from Jack Dolan Memorial Stadium, Lake Arthur 26, Oakdale 20. Brendan, long way away. This one's far from over.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Mr. Garrett checking in with one of his wows. So it's going to come down. Can Oakdale's offense drive the field, get a touchdown, and win the game with an extra point?
Yeah.
Or can Lake Arthur get one stop and walk away with a dramatic, crazy Thursday night in week 4?
And we got some final scores, Jordan. Acadiana over Nish, 62-0.
Ooh, lock of the week hits.
Yep.
21, upended, and the state and a penalty flag flies.
They'd hit.
That is going to be a costly penalty for Lake Arthur.
Oh, man.
Number 11 Gabe Turner.
I tell you.
Or could be face mask.
We could be looking at overtime if Oakdale scores.
And doesn't get the extra point.
Exactly.
Or you could be looking at a touchdown and a walk-off extra point.
Yeah, very possible. The wind's kind of calm right now, so.
Got to make sure you get the right spot here after the penalty.
Yeah. Final score, Franklin Parish all over Caldwell Parish, 48-0. Final Fisher over Abramson, 22-0. And final Jules Sumner all over. Jules Sumner all over Livonia, 45-0.
Got to be close to midfield at some.
So a costly penalty. And the stage is set.
How many timeouts?
The stage is set. A minute 43 remaining. 2 timeouts for Oakdale. And you got to go 59 yards. We'll see if they do it. But you're not going to see them running the football like they did.
You're telling your DBs, do not let anything get behind you. Keep everything in front of you.
Drop back the pass. 3 going to roll to his right. Fires the last second pass, and the pass falls incomplete. Had a man open.
He did.
He just underthrew the route.
He gets that up a little bit. 8 probably gets the ball. And you're looking at a second and 4.
Second down and 10. 59 yards away from a potential game-winning extra point. But it's a long ways. Lake Arthur is 3 stops away from a big-time win. Quarterback finds a man, got a man open, and undershoots his intended receiver. If he hits him in stride, that one, he may be taken to the house.
He'd still be running.
Fourth quarter over in Salt.
1 minute, 34 seconds left in the game.
Third down and 10 from the 41-yard line.
3rd and 10, the situation that Oakdale does not want to be in. And I don't think that play clock ran on the last play. It read 1:34 last time I looked over there before that play.
What do we have? 1:34 on our clock. Maryville's leading Pickering 22-7. Washington Marion leading St. Louis 22-17. Some score updates. 3rd down and 10. Quarterback drops back to pass, but before we get there,
looks like we have
gonna have a delay of game. It's gonna make this 3rd down and 15.
Flag on the play.
Can he find time? Can he set his feet and hit one of his playmakers here and let them do what they do, catch after run?
Yeah, I think on that second down throw, I think if he would have just set his feet and got it to Winfield, Winfield maybe takes that to the house, or he gets a big chunk.
3rd down and 15 from the 36-yard line. Fakes the handoff under pressure, looks up, steps up, and gonna be brought down and sacked. Big 64. Ahmad Boudreaux. And he shows us a little dance afterwards. And the quarterback is slow to get up, ladies and gentlemen. Prayers are with the young man at this time. Number 3, C.J. Waller, the injured Oakdale Warrior at this time. And he gets up. And he's going to walk off on his own power, so great to see there. So I think they burned a timeout, Brendan.
They did.
So timeout Oakdale, 4th down. So Lake Arthur gets a stop, and they get a tremendous home victory. Oakdale is 4th down and long. You got to throw this sucker up and see if one of you guys can come down with it. 4th down and long. Here's the game, ladies and gentlemen.
Just keep everything in front of you.
Morrow down here at the bottom. He has to be the target here. New quarterback into the game. He's going to be sacked. And that will be all she wrote. Number 22 comes off the edge. Sacks the backup quarterback, Wyatt Monso. And what a game, capped off with a defensive stop. Lake Arthur. Big time victory here at home tonight.
Can't say anything else, Jordan, but what a win for the Tigers, man. Big time win.
St. Louis just took the lead.
Big turnaround for that ball game.
So now you make sure you get the snap. I think they only have 1 or 2 timeouts remaining. Are we in victory formation here? How much clock would they put back on? .110, and they will go victory formation. Man, what a game, guys.
Man, these are the games you hate to be on the losing end, and I feel bad for the guys on that losing end because they battled
all 4 quarters.
4 quarters.
The best formation in all of football is victory formation. And number 3, Cameron Bonine takes a knee.
I tell you what, big momentum going into Rose Pine next week for the Lake Arthur Tigers. And if you're Oakdale, you got to regroup and prepare for a really good Marksville team at home next week.
We'll head downstairs at the end of the game. We're going to talk to the player of the game. We're going to talk to the victorious head football coach. And I can't wait to hear what they have to say because what a Thursday night, guys. What a thriller. One more kneel down. And there it is. And they jump the pile. And penalty flags fly.
Oh, helmet's coming off, Jordy.
Helmets come off.
I think number 7 is going to be ejected. For Lake Arthur.
And the clock will run away in the night. And the celebration begins. What a game. And what a second half from the Lake Arthur Tigers. Lake Arthur moves to 3-1 on the year. Oakdale falls to 1-3 on the year. Best of luck to both teams moving forward. Your thoughts of this game?
Man, what can you say? It's literally everything. We had the fireworks. We had the turnovers. We had the big hits. I mean, we had everything that you wanted for a Thursday night football in Southwest Louisiana. Hats off to Lake Arthur and to Oakdale. They played a great game. We saw everything we wanted, man. And Jordan, I always appreciate you having me on, man. It's always the pleasure's all mine to come out here and enjoy a game with you on a Thursday night or a Friday night. It's a pleasure being a part of what you have going here. And I enjoy it, man.
And Jordan, same thing.
Here.
And Jordan, I appreciate appreciate you having me again here tonight. Sorry about being late. Had some family obligations going on, but always great to be alongside with you and the crew. And, hey, man, we got a big one here next Friday. Not here, but in Logansport next Friday. Logansport and Kinder. And two really good teams. Logansport's on a bye week. Kinder plays Eunice tomorrow night. So, long road trip for us, long road trip for Kinder. Logansport's going to unveil, they're going to be in their newly renovated stadium with the Jumbotron, and so should be a good one next Friday.
Player of the game honors at this time, ladies and gentlemen, goes to, you like what I did there, Brendan? Goes to number 2, Xavier Drake, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations. Going to get on down there. We're going to talk to him. And what a win for the Lake Arthur Tigers. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in with us. If you would like to hear what the head football coach has to say in the player of the game, stick with us. Don't go anywhere. You'll watch it on your screen here and move.
Mic check. We're good. All right. Everything is taken now. Let's finish I thought you told everybody. Christian, put the headset on. Jake, put the headset on. It's louder now. Christian, you can hear me upstairs. Jake, you can hear me upstairs. Give a thumbs up if you guys can hear me. Okay, we're heading down to the sideline right now. We're going to go talk to the victorious head football coach and the player of the game. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Y'all just brought me out the way. Make sure y'all cue us up on the camera upstairs. Make sure we have the screen. Follow us, guys. Follow us. And we won't have to go far to find Coach. He's right here at the 30-yard line. Go! Go! You you okay for our interview? Yeah. Oh, shit. It's about what I expected it to be. You guys got me upstairs? Right upstairs. Okay. Queued in. Sitting here with Victoria's head football coach of the Lake Arthur Tigers. Coach, what a phenomenal football game on a Thursday night. Seemed like the whole town of Lake Arthur was here. You guys battled for 4 quarters, and what an unbelievable 4th quarter just now to close the door. Yeah, I mean, that game shaped up about how I figured it would. Coach Bertrand does a good job, so I want to give them credit for starting off. But I got to play. You know, I told them that was a gritty team win right there. That was a big win. Hopefully, it can prepare us down the road. But yeah, you know, I mean, this community is great, man. Anytime it's a football game here at Jack Dolan, man, they pack the place. So we appreciate them coming out and supporting us every week. But like I said, this is a big win for our football team. Coach, a tale of 2 halves. You guys come out of the locker room. You had some big-time plays to the air, and you come out in the second half, and you say, we're going to run it right at you. You had your big fullback line up at tailback a couple times. What was the game plan going into the second half? Yeah, I mean, we went and made some adjustments. We thought we had some opportunities that we missed early on. You know, we hit on a big play early, and we thought we had some other opportunities. You know, Cam's a gunslinger. You know, he don't see a ball that he don't like, so he's going to keep chucking that thing. Even though he still comes in the That's one thing about him. You know, I say we got two stupid quarterbacks. He's a gunslinger. He's going to keep on slinging it. He's not going to be deterred. But yeah, we went at halftime and said, okay, we figured we were a better conditioned team. I mean, Alan Brown does a great job with our strength and conditioning. So it felt like coming in the second half, we kind of had him where we wanted him. And then now we hit him with caution. You know, you give him 225 pounds coming right at him, you know, and then that kind of loosened things up for us. Coach, I got to ask you about the play call here late in the 4th when you guys got a big 4th down stop right there. Talk to me about the play call. It seems like you were setting it up all game, trying to find the guy in the flats, and then the double move. The shoulder was beautiful from the quarterback and running 3 down the sideline. Yeah, like I said, I mean, this game plan, and we know our guys can get behind him eventually. After we hit him with the first shot early in the game, they kind of loosened that coverage up. So we wasn't patient enough to take under. I tell people all the time, being a guy with defensive background, high school football, you know, quarterbacks and coordinators, you know, they want the money ball, you know. So sometimes they won't take what the defense is giving them. So at one point they was giving us underneath stuff, but we're still trying to hit them over the top. So we had to bring them back down in a little bit. So yeah, it was something we had worked on that we've been holding on to, and knew eventually we got our guys that can get down the field that we was gonna get over the top on. Coach, you got to be extremely proud of the way your defense played tonight. A 4th down stop inside of your own territory here, and then when the game is on the line, they could draw the field there, and things could have got interesting. But your defense really on those last 2 drives, they had it on their mind to finish this thing out. Yeah, I mean, I thought we played well in spots, and like you said, but down the stretch as well, I'm really proud of them. So like you said, when we needed a stop, we got them. You know, when we needed the key stops, we got them. You know, we had some trouble with some stuff. You know, their power run game and let them get outside of it a little bit. But yeah, I'm extremely proud of our guys' defense. We went and made a little adjustment, and we challenged our guys. We challenged them to come out because I told them before the game it was going to be a physical ball game. It was going to be one up front, and down the stretch we made the plays we needed. We got some pressure on the quarterback and was able to secure this victory. Coach, what can a win like this do for this program moving forward? A gritty win. We are so happy that you allowed us to be here. What a phenomenal night that we got to call. Yeah, I mean, it's a big win. It's a big win because it keeps the momentum rolling into next week, you know, and hopefully we can pick up another win, and then we're going to district play. And I mean, I've been shied away from the beginning talking about our district. I think it's the toughest district that you can play in, you know. So none of those games are going to be easy, and then we got Richwood squeezed in right after that. So this win was a big win. Keep the momentum going forward, and hopefully we can do that next week to roll us in the district, and hopefully we can pick up a couple more wins there. And like I said, when it's all said and done, get a pretty decent season in the postseason, and hopefully we can host the game this year. Coach, thank you for the opportunity to be here tonight. It was definitely an awesome experience, and you guys put on a show. So thank you for being a great friend to the program, and thank you for the opportunity to be here at your home stadium. Yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming, you know, and y'all welcome back anytime. We love to have you guys out. Like I said, anytime we get a chance to feature our guys, you know, we want to get them out in front of as much people as we can. So thank y'all for coming out and covering us tonight, and y'all welcome back anytime. Let's see if we can get the player of the game here, hand them this beautiful plaque, talk to them upstairs. Who you got? See if we can find number 2 over here, Coach. Guys upstairs, you heard everything good, loud and clear? Great interview, right? Brandon, your thoughts right there, Coach's interview. great friend to the program, and you can tell he's excited.
If there's this guy right here is Lake Arthur alumni, so he plays Lake Arthur football. But if you want to talk about not just a great coach, but a great man who cares about his community, who cares about his program, man, there's nobody better, man. That's one coach I look up to all the time for a long time.
And Christian upstairs, Q is in. The man gets player of the game honors, and he's going to walk over here with a championship belt. You got this upstairs? My man, number 2 player of the game honors tonight goes to yourself. Congratulations.
Thank y'all so much.
What a night. You dropped the trophy. Hey, but 2 big touchdowns. You're 2 in right now upstairs. The dagger right there at the end, my man. What a route there. The double move from your quarterback. The shoulder fake was something else, and you were just running free down the sideline. You were saying, just throw that thing, huh?
Just throw that thing. It's my ball. I'm going to get it every time. But I just want to say, none of this wouldn't happen if it went for Coach Reed. Coach Reed helped me for all this. Like, that's my role model right there, Coach Reed.
You get the championship belt tonight. What does that mean to you? And a game right here that was a gritty win for you guys.
It definitely means a lot. Cause we definitely had a short week, but we definitely put in the work for practice. So yeah, it means a lot. I love it.
Hey, your offensive line really took over in the second half. How's them guys?
I love my
week in and week out.
I love my offensive line. They great at what they do. They do good in practice. They go hard against each other. I love it.
Were you on the field for those 4th down stops on defense, or did you get a good look on the sideline, and how proud of you of the defensive group? 2 big stops there at the end.
No, I wasn't on it, but I'm very proud of our defense. I love them too.
How do you celebrate a big win like this on a Thursday night, my man? What's next for you guys?
Going to eat for sure. We're going to eat.
What's on the menu?
Maybe some Waffle House. I don't know.
Waffle House upstairs?
We're all going to go to sleep, though. Get some good night rest. You got to come out tomorrow and get a lift.
Back to work, right?
Yes, sir.
Congratulations. Player of the game honors tonight. Big time dagger of a kid.
Yes,
and the first half kiss. Phenomenal.
Yes, sir. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so much.
Keep it up.
Yes, sir.
I got to get a picture of you real quick. Guys, sending it back upstairs to you at this time. You got it from here.